Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Suhaili binti FAUZI and my matric number 1182778, and my friends Muhammad AQIL AMAR matric number 1181715 and NURSYAFIKA binti SAMLI matric number 1182645. And our lecturer Professor Madya Dr. Muhammad Farid bin Abdul Khair. So in this video we will talk about the network protocol, and our topic is how to fix the HTTP error occurred. Firstly, network protocol. What is network protocol? It is a network protocol is an established set of rules that determine how data is transmitted between different devices in the same network. Network protocols are like a common language for computers. Second, it allows connected devices to communicate with each other regardless of any differences in their internal processes, structure and design. Network protocols are the reason you can easily communicate with people over the world, and those play a critical role in modern digital communication. The last one, it is also similar like how two people from different parts of the world may not understand each other's native language, but they can communicate using a shared third language. If all of their computer users use the internet protocol, it is IP, they will be able to communicate. So, the network are not always perfect. Network also has their own problems and issues. For example, such as status codes are not response issue for a client's request made to a server or other. And the protocol is the hypertext transfer protocol, HTTP. Then the problem is we call HTTP error. The HTTP error, it is referred to how the request had been handled. The server shows different responses, and these responses include the redirect, server errors and client errors. HTTP error codes are not a part of the website, but instead the responses are from the servers about how the request is handled. And not all HTTP status is error. For example, just some pages has been moved either permanently or temporarily. And there are many HTTP error codes and status codes, but the most common HTTP errors are HTTP error 401, it is unauthorized, and the second is HTTP error 400 for the bad request, and the third is HTTP error 404, it is not found, and the fourth is HTTP error 403 for forbidden. And the most common HTTP error of all these, it is HTTP error 500 for internal server error. Okay, so why we choose the issue? Okay, the issue chosen is about the HTTP error codes and status and how to fix the occur happens. We choose this topic because it is the commonly protocol that have error problem on website. And the second is we can learn and know how to fix the error. And the last one is HTTP is not a secure and susceptible to be attacked and eavesdropping, which may lead to virus injection and leak sensitive information to attackers. Okay, so that's all from me, and my friends will continue the presentation. Thank you.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. My name is Muhammad AQIL AMAR ZULKEFLEEY, and my matric number is 1181715. So I will continue some findings on the issues, which is the HTTP error. The internet is made up of more than 1 billion websites. If an internet user wants to put up a website, such as the homepage of their favorite theme, their bank, or their email inbox in their web browser, they first need an internet address. This locates the desired website on the relevant network server. The transfer of the request data on the local computer takes place thanks to the hypertext transfer protocol, which is HTTP. The browser, which is referred to as client in this case, request that the web server answers with an HTTP status code comprising of 3 numbers. The web server then informs the browser whether the request was successful, whether there was an error, or whether authentication is required. The HTTP status code is therefore an essential part of the web server's transmitted response, and the server includes it automatically in the heading of every HTTP answer. Next is HTTP status codes provide information about whether an online request was successful, and if not, what the error is. But the error messages are not always clear. This is especially the case for the 500 internet server error. This message indicates that an error has occurred during connection to the server and that the request page cannot be accessed. However, it will not tell you exactly why this is the case. Fortunately, there are different methods for finding the cause. It points out typical error source and give tips on what to do if you encounter the HTTP error 500. Next is the causes of error 500. The internet server error can occur when the request is processed by the web server. The collective status code includes everything unplanned that can happen on the server and prevent the website from being loaded. The server error 500 probably happens because an error has occurred in the configuration of the web server. In the case of WordPress sites or other content management systems, installing a faulty or incompatible extension can also be the cause. And plugs and themes, especially from third-party providers, can affect the entire website. Next is observation about the findings. The observation about the findings, website operators can fix the 500 internet server errors. As an operator, we should tackle the problem quickly because not only will this scare off your visitors, but it could also mean that Google will lower your ranking. Before you take action, first check whether your server is still running. If not, contact your hosting provider as soon as possible. If there is an internal error, the first step is to view the log files. For Linux servers, the collection of error message could be found at var log httpd error log. It makes sense to reload the website to reproduce the HTTP error 500 code and observe how the log file is being created. This will help you find the source of the error quite quickly. Also consider which changes were made shortly before. In many cases, incorrectly programmed or incompatible plugins are the cause of error message. Errors can also occur if you have not set permission correctly for important files. So that's it from me. Thank you, Doctor.
Is NURSYAFIKA binti SAMLI, metric number 1182645. Okay, I will proceed to suggestion. First, try reloading the web page. This may be a very simple way, but this is the easy way and the first thing you should do when you encounter an HTTP error 500. Wait for about few minutes and reload or refresh the website page. Second, try clear the cache of browser. Clearing cache of browser another way of troubleshooting before you try deeper into the problem at hand. If it still cannot open the website, then try the other step. Third, check your plugin and the terms. Third-party plugin and terms can easily cause the HTTP 500 error. Usually, you will see the error immediately after installing and updating the plugin or themes. And last but not least, check if any htaccess file or file corrupt. We can do this by renaming our main htaccess file to something like htaccess_lama. To change the name of the htaccess file, we will need to log into our website via FTP or the File Manager application on the cPanel dashboard. Okay, next, conclusion. HTTP is an extensible protocol that is easy to use. The client-server structure combined with the ability to simple add headers allow HTTP to advance along with the extend capabilities of the web. HTTP error may seem confusing or intimidating on the surface. HTTP status codes are actually very informative. By learning some of the common ones, we can troubleshoot problems on our site more quickly. Now that we are familiar with the most common HTTP error codes and common solution to this code, we should have a good basic for troubleshooting issue with your web server or application. Okay, that's all from us. Thank you.